Alright, we're back. And we are going to find this secret. Gonna find it. I feel it.
In lieu of all your four senses and your zombies, I could really go for a Red Harvest movie.
Take it. Take the plasma. My blue balls of doom.
I'm Nate.
I'm Jay.
And I'm Teddy.
And more doom!
That was unexpected.
What, the guy or me?
A little bit of both.
Well, that's Nate for you.
Ooh!
You knew that whenever you got into that friendship.
There's so much glory kills going on right now.
Yeah, I know.
It's
That's
glorious.
I love groups of these guys because I can just run in there and just pound their faces in. I was expecting some drop off there. But there's something here. Something. Let's go back down. Just make sure I didn't miss anything here.
So yeah, could anybody else go for a Red Harvest movie?
I don't even know what you're talking about, so there's that.
Star Wars Red Harvest?
Oh. You should probably mention
no.
it's a Star Wars book.
I personally would very much like to not have 1,000,001 fucking Star Wars spin-offs.
But I'm actually on Teddy's page with that.
Because
I'd be down for some Legends. I'm just saying.
I don't know if
I
don't even know if
you son of a bitch!
I don't even know if Rogue One's even worth doing a movie about.
Well, it really, I liked from what I heard of the original direction that they were taking, because they've had to do a shitload of reshoots.
I know.
Because the whole thing was apparently a really dark tone.
Well,
and I really would have preferred it as a dark tone.
That was one of the reasons. Another one of the reasons that I heard why they needed to do research is that she was too similar to Rey's.
So they were like, oh, you're too similar to... Whatever, get off your fucking high horse. She could be as similar to Rey as she fucking wants to be. Rey is a good character. It's just, I personally would have preferred a more darker tone on it. Let the Star Wars movies, the standard Star Wars movies be what they are, and then you get this new fucking thing with...
Yeah, they can work in... Do sort of what they did with the Avengers franchise, with blending in the other styles of movie in that universe.
Yeah. You could totally have let it be dark, but I guess they're going back through and doing reshoots to lighten it up, which I personally don't like that direction. I would have... Get the fuck up there because I don't want to die.
Well, it doesn't really make sense with this movie to not make it dark, because I'm assuming that every single one of those characters has to die.
Yeah. As far as I know, they are either all dead or all mostly dead. So, yeah. Room challenge. Let's see what this one is. Do I want to participate in this one?
Combat chicken?
Yep. It's a shotgun.
Why not?
Why not? So, yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a big fan of them doing all the stuff, making it too lighthearted. I mean, I get it from a monetary from a company standpoint. You want to fucking make it as broad appealing as possible.
Also, they gotta make their money back. They paid a lot of money for
Well,
this
yeah.
shit.
I mean, it's kind of the same thing as having fucking EA shitting out 3 goddamn Star Wars games a fucking year. They need to make their money back. As much as you don't want 3 fucking Star Wars games a year, it's just kind of how it's got to be, because they spent a whole fuck ton of money.
Yeah. But did Star Wars not do as well as everyone thought it
No, it did. Probably better than they were expecting it to do.
They did not go around those barrels the way I wanted them to.
No, it probably did better than they were expecting it to, except for in maybe, I want to say China? Yeah, I want to say China, because the Chinese market usually don't like it whenever one of the main protagonists is black. I don't know if you saw a side-by-side comparison of posters for Star Wars, in the international version compared to the Chinese version.
Ooh.
But
I died.
what's the guy's name in Flynn? His name is Flynn?
John Boyega.
Hmm?
John Boyega is Finn.
But yeah, his like in the Chinese Star Wars posters, the pictures of it's like tiny compared.
Why?
They tried to hide the fact that
Because they are racist.
Yeah. But
Racism is dumb.
But no, that's not the point. Like they brought Star Wars franchise for about $4 billion. So
Yeah, they bought it for a whole lot.
Oh yeah.
not to mention all the money that goes into making the movie. So they have to make at least, I want to say at least 4 movies to make their money back with a profit, which they're gonna do. And each movie, whenever it comes out, has to do close to $1 billion at the box office, which they're gonna do because they're Star Wars movies.
Well, I mean, they're planning on doing a Star Wars movie every year or 2 years.
Every other year for main
Did not die.
storyline. Every other year for main storyline. Every year for a Star Wars, a movie inside of that universe.
They just are not running into the barrels the way I want them to.
No,
But I mean, it's the same thing with like EA doing things like this year we're gonna get a Han Solo movie, which I'm not fucking interested in at all.
Han Solo game.
Yeah, we're getting a Han Solo game this year. It's done by Amy Heading's the one that's leading it up. She's the lady from Uncharted.
Yeah.
So like, it's gonna be a good game. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I have no doubt that mechanically it's going to be a good game. Come on. You guys move so goddamn slow. But like, I have no doubt that it's going to be a good game mechanically. I just would rather it not be Han Solo. I personally would have liked I liked the concept of 1313. I personally would love them to do a game like that.
Disney, if you're hearing me, Disney, listen to me. If you hear me, I would really like it if you do this, Disney. So listen to me. Please make.
Hey, I earned a gold trophy. Or bronze
Please
trophy.
make Lord Snoke Reverend. That would give me the feel goodsies all over.
Then they would just have to do a Revan movie.
They would have to do a Reverend movie, but no.
No, Lord Snoke is not going to be.
I know
Revan.
he's not Revan. I want him to be Revan. But how much does Disney have making movies down to a science to where they can just pretty much have a movie from start to finish done in like 2 years? Usually it takes 2 years for like a crappy movie to be made.
Over here.
And now
Over
they
here,
can
as
just
at.
do huge blockbusters down to the point where they can plan out their next 10 years of movies.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you got enough fucking staff, you can pretty much do almost anything.
Yeah, I know Snoke's an unknown. I just want him to be a known and not a not
Here.
known.
Over here. Yay!
Nice.
Finally.
I don't know.
Like,
I just really enjoyed Dawn of the Jedi and Red Harvest. They had a really good story to them.
well, the problem is that most of those things are no longer part of the canon. They are not a part of the actual story that
Part of the legends.
Disney is saying, which means they're not going to make movies on it.
I know.
Legends.
I'm just saying it'd be cool.
You know, like, it's not going to benefit them at all by doing the legend stuff. You know, it's the same thing like, you know, Knights of the Old Republic is a part of Legends. Which I thought was kind of stupid. Especially seeing as how, you know, like they made that huge deal to, with EA on fucking doing the Star Wars rights and stuff like that. I just would have assumed they would have incorporated both of them and just be able to like make money all the time. But no, they did not. What am I gonna upgrade? What am I gonna upgrade?
Well, what company did Battlefront?
Dice.
Customer just.
They're coming out with another Battlefront soon, aren't they?
They are, but it's not
Battlefield.
Called, yeah, they're.
Battlefield.
They're coming out with a Battlefield, and then there is a Battlefront 2 in the works.
Could have sworn there was a company that's doing another Star Wars movie, end quote. I mean, not movie, video game, end quote, but they're not calling it Star Wars.
BioWare.
Yeah, because of copyrights and stuff, and they don't have.
Well, BioWare is working on another Star Wars movie, or Star Wars, not movie, Star Wars video game that could feasibly be KOTOR 3. Because they are working, BioWare has been moved to another project that has them doing an action RPG type thing in the Star Wars mythos. So it could feasibly be KOTOR 3. Feasibly. See, it's
I'll be
here.
alright with that. I can get down with KOTOR 3.
Could get down with KOTOR 3?
Yeah, I could play it.
Motherfucker. Gimme KOTOR 3! Ah, there's the door. I think that's the door.
We hope that's the door.
It sort of was the door, but it also sort of wasn't a door.
I think the door was on your other side.
Yeah. So yeah, give me KOTOR 3. All day long. I want it. I want it. Give it to me. It's mine. But BioWare's being pushed to work on a Star Wars one, which we could very well get some information out eventually. But, like, in the whole Star Wars thing, like, I'm honestly getting really bored with it.
You can never get bored with Star Wars as long as it's not done stupidly.
Well, that's the problem.
I just want to see where they're gonna go with the main storyline now.
When you push out so many different products.
All of it's the main storyline now.
Hey, secret found.
What is that?
I have no idea what this is.
Railgun?
Seems like it. It's a Gauss cannon.
Nice.
Opens the door. That goes through the door.
It has 250 whatevers.
Whatever type of things it uses for ammunition.
And it uses 15 of them at a time.
I'll blow somebody up with this damn thing. So, like, that's kind of what I'm worried about with them doing. God, friggin' damn it.
I feel like they shouldn't have done Rogue One yet. I feel like they probably should have just done a Phasma movie.
No. Rogue One is a good deal for them to do. Like, them doing Rogue One is a good idea.
I know, but they went through all the work designing Phasma to be something more than just a regular trooper, and then they done nothing.
Then Boba Fett 2.0?
Yeah, did nothing with her.
You know, well, I mean, you gotta see what they're doing with 8. You know, is she gonna have a bigger part in 8? Or is she not? So, like, that's, like, what it comes down to for them. Like, should they do a Phasma movie? Well, if she doesn't have a bigger part in 8, then, yeah, it would be stupid for them not to. But if she's got a bigger part, then there's absolutely no reason for them to do a Phasma movie until she becomes, like, a character that people are like, oh man, I totally gotta go see Phasma. I need more Phasma. Kind of like the same thing with, like, Boba Fett. Boba Fett had a lot more lines, a lot more things going on in the movie, or in the original script of the movie that they cut out. Whoa, Jesus Christ, I wasn't even paying attention. That is some creepy ass shit.
Especially Star Wars Christmas series. That was a great movie.
Oh my god, Nate. Why do you love bad things.
Why do you want to watch a movie that's 80% in Wookiee with no subtitles?
Why wouldn't you? I don't know. Kind of like the same reason I don't watch a movie that is in a foreign language and not subtitled. I'd like to know what's going on. Hey, settle down. You settle down. You're just a little too
The way
excited.
I see it, if you want to know everything about Star Wars canon, you have to
You
watch
missed so bad.
Yeah,
You
I saw
have to
that.
watch the Christmas special because it's still part of canon.
Is it? As
Yes,
far as
it
I
made it
thought they took it off,
Nope, it made it through.
which means they intend to make another one. It's the only
God.
reason they would leave it canon is that Disney intends to make another Christmas special of Star Wars. Predicting it here, it's gonna happen. Disney is gonna make a fucking another Christmas Star Wars special. Oh dear God.
I'm glad that I spared myself the time
What was
of
before?
not watching
What was
the
before?
special.
What's going on?
Oh, you're done!
Oh,
Yay!
I won.
Hey, look at
I
that.
only missed 2 secrets.
Cool.
But there's so many of them to kill.
You said that last.
Alright. We're gonna end the episode right here. And we're gonna come back. And we're gonna carry on and see what the hell happened at the end of this fucking thing. The bright light. I have no idea what's going on. Remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Hashtag Christmas special.
Ah.